وسندنا وحبيبنا وخليلنا محمد صلى الله تبارك وتعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ما بعد. Respected brothers, elders, youngsters, sisters and mothers in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Ramadan Kareem to everyone. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this a fruitful Ramadan for all of us. Allahumma ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. So post Isha, yani before Taraweeh, we're going to choose an ayah from the Qur'an from each para inshallah, every single night. That ayat is meant for us to reflect over, to reflect upon this ayat. Take that ayat back home with you and then think about it further, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows us to understand it and then to practice it in our lives inshallah. So for today, we all had moments in our lives, we all had moments where we felt lonely. We had moments where our hearts were aching, our eyes were tearing. We felt lonely, as if people have abandoned us. Or we had moments where we felt lost. Maybe we are feeling like that right now till Ramadan started. Maybe some of us are still feeling like this. We had moments where we felt confused. When I mean by confused in terms of deen, in terms of life, in terms of our endeavors. We felt like we were confused and lost. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every single day commands us to recite an ayat. And that ayat is meant for us to reflect over and to read this dua every single day. And that is in Surah Al-Fatiha, ayat number 6. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Over 32 times we recite this ayat on a daily basis. And in Taraweeh, it's going to be almost 100 times. We're going to recite in the month of Ramadan daily. Over 50 times you're going to be reciting this ayat, Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Now let the reality of this come inside of our hearts. What does Ihdina mean? Guide me, O my Allah. I'm confused. I'm clueless. I'm lost. I am helpless. But I am feeling like this, but there's only one guide, and that is you. Ihdina. Guide us, O my Allah. Guide us to what? Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. As-sirat means path. Al-mustaqim means straight path. The path that Allah wants from us. The path to success. The path to salvation. The path that is better for me and you in this dunya and the hereafter. Now this is what Allah is teaching us in this ayat. We recite every day. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Oh my Allah, guide me. Whether it's your business endeavors, you need the dini path, the right path. The path of success in this world and the hereafter. Don't remove the akhirah. Path of the success in dunya and the akhirah. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Now why do we think about it? Why do we make this dua every single day? Allah is telling us Sunnat prayer is necessary for you to recite Surah Fatiha. In Fard prayer, you recite Surah Al-Fatiha. Taraweeh, you recite. Every rakat, you're reciting Surah Fatiha. Continuously, you're making dua to Allah. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Why? Because Sirat al-Mustaqim, hidayah, guidance. This is not a one-time decision. It's not a one-time. It's a daily alignment. It's a daily decision that we are making. Allah is teaching us every day to seek Allah's hidayah. Because every day you have temptations. Every single day you have confusions. Every single day you have new ideas. Every single day there's new things that might make me feel lonely, confuse me, make me feel a certain way. Maybe we won't even realize. It's not a dramatic change. It might be a slow change that is happening to us. That's why when you recite Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, recite it with this intention. Ya Allah, all of my endeavors, education, my work, my deen, my life, my marital life, my relation, tarbiyat of my kids, upbringing my kids, my community. In all of these angles, Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, guide me to the straight path. What is the straight path? Sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim. Which straight path? The straight sirat path. Al-ladhina of those an'amta, in'am means to bless. Alayhim, upon them. So the path of those whom you have blessed. غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ. Not the path of those who earned your anger and you're angry with them. Not that path. وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. And not the path of those who are misguided. So the path of the prophets, The path of the Sahaba, the path of the ulama, and the path of the awliya, the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anamta alayhim. Not the path of those who have earned your anger and those who are misguided. And I'm going to end off after this point I make. What does this refer to? غير المغضوب عليهم. مغضوب عليهم means you're angry with them. This refers to the Yahud. This refers to the Yahud, the Jews. And then وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. ضَالِّينَ refers to the Christians, the Nasara. مغضوب عليهم, Yahud. وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ, the Nasara. أنعمت عليهم, the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now, what is the link over here to Hidayat? The link over here is Yahud, they had ilm, they had knowledge. They knew that Islam is the truth. They knew that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last messenger because it was predicted in their books. That's why many of the Yahud, they actually, like their rabbis, their ulama, when they saw the Prophet, like, oh wait, all the signs that we read in the Torah are found in him. And they brought iman in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This still happens till today. So they had ilm, but they didn't have amal. They chose not to follow. On the other hand, the Nasara, they followed. They had amal, but they lacked correct knowledge. Both went astray. One earned the anger of Allah, one became misguided. So for our guidance and our success, keep this in mind. One is dua to Allah, ihdina salat al-mustaqim, and then seek knowledge, correct knowledge, and then do amal on that knowledge, not your desires. And then we'll be on sirat al-mustaqim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand this. Please take this ayat back, reflect over it, ponder over it, and whenever you recite this ayat now, recite it with all of this context behind it. May Allah give us all tawfiq. Before we start the Taraweeh, Brother Mujahid is going to make a quick announcement, inshallah.